My life's a story before me, and I'll try and find a way to be free finally. I'll reach the new world. The game has only just begun. I can see it in your eyes. This is where tomorrow brings a new game. It's time to learn the pain is gain. Ready, fight!
Hey guys, what's going on? It's ya boy Bowser Jr. Fan 13, and welcome back to another Top 10, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's Top 10, I wanted to talk about voice acting, of course, because we all love voice actors, and it's no secret that there's this one voice actor that we love oh so much. Like, their talents are just so fantastic, so amazing. You just love to hear their voices, especially like when they play your favorite characters. For me, my favorite voice actor of all time is none other than Johnny Yong Bosch. That's right, everyone. Johnny Yong Bosch is my #1 favorite voice actor of all time. And I love this dude because of his amazing talent. And not only is his voice just so cool to listen to, his roles are just outstandingly amazing. He has so many roles in his career, and I like to list out my top 10 favorite roles that this dude has played and top 10 characters that he played as. So without further ado, let's get into this action, shall we? Number 10, Ichiko from Bleach. Bleach is, of course, one of the most classic, iconic animes of all time. Now, I'm not a big fan of Bleach, and I don't really watch the anime that much, but I do know, like, only a few characters, specifically the main protagonist, Ichiko, and I know Ichiko has got to be one of the most coolest characters, especially since Johnny has played his role as the English voice actor for this character. I'd say the way he plays the character is just amazing. Like, I guess that's probably no wonder why everyone loves Ichiko, because Johnny Yong Bosch just plays this character really, really amazing. And I can't really say much about the character himself since, again, I don't watch the anime, and I'm not too big on Bleach, so I guess that's all I have to say for this one, so moving on.
What's all this casual analysis of my powers? You said talk was useless, but now here you are taking it easy on me. I thought you were gonna kill me. Didn't you say you intended to cut me down?
Number 9, Artemis from Sailor Moon. Now, I know Johnny Yong Bosch has a lot of iconic anime roles, but of all of the roles that I've seen him play, I have never noticed that he actually plays Artemis from the other Sailor Moon dub, and he's the voice of Artemis in Sailor Moon Crystal and the new Sailor Moon movie. Like, wait, so you're telling me that Artemis is voiced by my favorite voice actor? No way, cause I've never noticed this, and I guess I've never figured that out, or probably because I haven't watched any English dubs of the anime, but the fact that Johnny Yong Bosch voices this white cat who is the partner of Sailor Venus is just outstanding and just mind-blowing. Like, who would have guessed he would voice this character?
That is correct! She's Sailor V, known as the Guardian of Justice. But her true identity is the pretty guardian, Sailor Venus!
Number 8, Nate Adams from Yokai Watch. Alright, so many of you probably haven't recognized or remember this anime slash video game, Yokai Watch. I used to watch that show on Disney XD, and it's pretty fun and pretty cool to watch. Like, whenever like I come home from school and just in my spare time when I'm watching TV, Yokai Watch is one of the shows that I love watching. And the main protagonist, Nate, is pretty alright. He's pretty chill. But I never knew Johnny actually voiced this character, because I was like, no way. There's no way he did the voice of Nate. There's no freaking way. But when I found it out, I was like, huh, well, I'll be damned. I guess Johnny Yong Bosch's roles is just really surprising and really catches you off guard, doesn't it?
Because I think It's amazing you're working so hard to win Amy back. Kibanyan, I can tell you must love her very, very much.
Number 7, Iron Fist from the Marvel Comics. So, out of all the characters that he would have voiced in the Marvel series, I would have never guessed that he was the voice of Iron Fist. Alright, so I don't know too much about this character or what series he's from. I know he has his own movie, and he was in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but Iron Fist, I'd say he's a pretty cool character, even though I haven't really, watched any of the TV shows featuring him, or I don't really know too much about Iron Fist. All I know is that he's probably pretty cool. And Johnny Yong Bosch playing this character in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3, this was another role that caught me off guard because, again, I never noticed that he played one of the Marvel characters, but I just think this role is pretty legit and pretty neat. And hey, if they're gonna make another Marvel vs. Capcom game, or if they're going to, make another Marvel game featuring Iron Fist, please bring back Johnny Yong Bosch to voice this character, because, I don't know, I just really love this guy's voice as Iron Fist.
As much as I appreciate a timeless weapon like yours, I prefer an immortal one like mine!
Number 6, Brock from Pokemon. Yeah, with this role, it was a little confusing, or you probably haven't noticed it, but he's actually played Brock from Pokemon, well, specifically in the, you remember this, old, short, film, or short, mini-series called Pokemon Origins, where it basically retold the story of Pokemon Red and Blue, and, Red and Blue going on their adventures and stuff. Apparently, Johnny Yong Bosch is the voice of Brock in Pokemon Origins, and I haven't noticed that at all, I guess maybe, because I was a kid and I wasn't too enthusiastic or, too invested into who voiced this character or who played this character. I wasn't too invested back then, but hearing this now has got me really, really surprised, and I've never noticed. Still, it was amazing that I got to notice something like this, and that's probably one of the one and only things that's pretty much surprises me.
Are you saying you're gonna make that weak and hurt Charmander battle even more? You should take it to the Pokemon Center first.
Number 5, Furion from Final Fantasy II. Okay, so you already know the whole idea about Final Fantasy II. I mean, I've already talked about it a couple of times in my other Final Fantasy top 10s, and you already know how I feel about this game. I don't hate Final Fantasy II, but all I'm saying is that it could have done better. I do like its cast and characters, on the other hand. Specifically, mostly the main character and the main villain, Furion and the Emperor. Oh, speaking of Furion, Johnny Yong Bosch is apparently his voice actor in the Dissidia Final Fantasy games. And again, because I wasn't too enthusiastic or too invested in character voice actors as I am now, I guess I probably haven't noticed it, but I gotta say, his role as Furion is just amazing. He gives so much more life to this character than the actual game does. In Final Fantasy II, there wasn't any voice acting, and you couldn't really tell what type of expressions some of these characters had, or maybe because probably they didn't have too much character, but seeing my favorite voice actor giving this character a few more life into this role, it just makes me kind of like this character and seem to forgive Final Fantasy II for all it has done. But regardless, I'd say Furion is just an amazing character, mainly because of his voice actor, but I digress.
Wild roses. My dream is a world filled with wild roses. When the battle is over, I want to fill the world with flowers.
Number 4, Yang from Street Fighter. Alright, so I guess you probably already know this character. I don't know too much about Yang. All I know is that he is from the Street Fighter 3 iteration. I don't know if he was from New Generation or Second Impact. I know he was in Third Strike, and he of course returned for Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and he was in Ultra Street Fighter 4. But I'd say Yang is a pretty cool and chill character. He's a kung fu guy on rollerblades and stuff. And this was another role that I've never suspected that this dude played. But I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I don't want to keep rambling or repeating whatever I keep constantly saying. But I guess I'm already doing that anyways. So it's time to move on to the top 3.
Stop by any time. Don't hold my bro screw-ups against us. He's a bit slow.
Number 3, Nero from Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry has really reached its peak of amazingness, especially when Devil May Cry 5 came out. Like, it brought the franchise back, it brought back the love of all the fans, and of course, it brought back the last game's protagonist, Nero. Alright, so we already know who Nero is. He's the son of Virgil, Dante's nephew, and apparently the new protagonist for the series, as he's supposed to be at least. But anyways, I'd say Johnny's role as Nero has got to be amazing. Like, he gives the character so much life and makes him so relatable and so... I don't know what to say about it, but it just feels so amazing just to hear him give this character like such life, and just makes me love him even more, cause you know, Nero, he's so funny with his vulgar language and his attitude and his childlike behavior. Well, it's more of a teenage-like behavior, but we can all relate to that because Nero is pretty young. And as a main protagonist, I feel like because he has such an amazing voice, it just really screams amazing.
Looks like this won't be a total waste of time after all. Hey, jackass! Did your mother ever teach you it's not nice to steal?
Number 2, Yu Narukami and Taro Adachi. Okay, so I never knew that this guy played the role of 2 characters in one game. Like, I figured that he played Yu Narukami as the main protagonist. I mean, like, I figured that he played Yu because I heard his voice in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, but I never really noticed that he actually also plays Adachi. Like, when I checked the voice acting and who plays who, I never suspected that he actually plays Adachi. Like, so he plays both a main hero and a main villain in one game? That is such an amazing feat. Like, voicing 2 of the most iconic characters in Persona 4. Like, I'll be damned. Like, wow. It just really boggles my mind and really, like, gets me all confused and shocked at the same time. I gotta say, this has gotta be by far one of the greatest roles that he's ever had. But they don't compare to my number 1 favorite role of all time.
Who are you? Why are you toying with people's emotions like this? Labras isn't a tool. If you want to fight, then come out and fight!
Oh, I get it. You're still playing detective. Okay. Say I am the culprit. What did you come here to do? Convince me to turn myself in?
Before I get to my number 1 pick on the list, as always, here are my Bowser Jr. Fan 13 Honorable Mentions. Dragon Ball Super Broly in Dragon Ball Fighterz. Now, I know Dragon Ball Fighterz is hands down one of the greatest fighting games of all time, and you already know that I love Broly, but man, I never knew Johnny Yong Bosch did the voice of Broly. I mean, gotta hand it to him. The way he handled his voice and all that screaming, like, god damn, I'm surprised his lungs didn't burst. Like, it makes you wonder, like, how did this guy reach the screaming levels as Christopher Sabat and Sean Shamel? Kunjin, Mortal Kombat X. Okay, as I was making this video, I was looking through his roles again, and I almost forgot he also did the voice of Kunjin from Mortal Kombat X. I was like, oh damn, I forgot. Man, why am I so forgetful? But I'd say his role as Kunjin is pretty awesome. Number 1, Zero from the Mega Man X series. Yeah, because I am a really, really big Mega Man fan. I just love everything Mega Man. And Zero is one of my most favorite Mega Man characters of all time. And one of his voice actors being Johnny Yong Bosch just makes it even better for me. Like, I'd say like his role playing the character in Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, it really does the character justice. Like, he sounds more serious, well, not too serious, but he just sounds serious enough, and he sounds a lot more likable. He sounds like the Zero that I know. He sounds close to his original voice actor, Lucas Gilbertson, and it really just makes me happy to see that Zero is voiced by an amazing, talented character, especially sharing the same voice as the previous characters on this list. But overall, this has to be by far the best role he's ever had. So, there you go.
Stop lecturing and show me what you got! I don't listen to lectures from losers.
But what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know who's your favorite Johnny Yong Bosch character role, or let me know who's your favorite voice actor of all time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.